Hey, probably hear two things. One of those is right next to my head is the air conditioner. Because Florida is hot in the summer. The other thing you probably hear is my electric kettle because I'm going to make some coffee. All right, so here I am making some coffee in the morning. I've got my burr grinder, I've got my electric hot water kettle, and I've got my mug from the dollar store that makes a funny thing about adulting. So I pour into a gooseneck kettle because, well, I like tempering the water temperature by moving it from one heat source to a cold vessel, and just filling it on there. And then, of course, I have to put a paper filter. So paper filters, please always, always, always wet your paper filters before you brew coffee. It takes the funny tastes out. It's kind of an important step. So here I am pouring the water in. There we go. Woo! Hey, look at that. Of course, now that you've got the hot water in the mug is warming up, and, well, now you have to dump it out. So after you dump it out, add your grounds. Now, I should have weighed this out, but I've got a lot of practice making coffee because I do it all the time. And then add your water. At first, you're going to add some of the water just to wet the grounds and give it a second to kind of blurble. And then you're going to add more water. And yep, you add more water. And then you're going to add a little more water. But first, blurble. There we go. And then a little bit of a time lapse because watching coffee drip is not that exciting, so I kind of speeded this up 4 times just to kind of watch the water drain. I think it looks cool. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. So it's draining out. There we go. And okay, I've got coffee. Now it's time to add a little bit of almond milk just so it is tasty. Unsweetened almond milk because I'm weird. And there you go. Welcome to my podcast on YouTube. I'm not really sure how to classify this, but it's pretty much just me with a camera and a microphone and a computer and ideas that I kind of want to talk about. So, it's a podcast on YouTube. So is it really a vlog? Is it a blog? No, it's not a blog. It's definitely not a blog. But yeah, podcast on YouTube I think kind of works. But anyway, I kind of wanted to talk about my thoughts on morning routines, and it's kind of crazy. Let me go ahead and cycle to this webpage. Morning routines, it seems like you can't go through YouTube without tripping over somebody's morning routine. Either it's someone who's famous and tells you you need to wake up at 5 a.m. to be as successful as they are. It's someone in college who also says you need to wake up at 5 a.m. to be as successful as their role models are. Or it's just random people with weird lives that think you really need to follow what they do in the morning. So I'm not doing a video of cooking bacon and eggs. I already did a little video of me making coffee because I do that every morning. But I'm going to point the camera at the screen, and it's kind of crazy. All that. So ever since this day right here, between March 3rd and March 9th, 2019, morning routines went from to wha-pow and up. Now, maybe it's because back to school season. I don't know. Right now my daughter's starting the school year again tomorrow, so maybe there's that. But there's lots of other stuff going on. I'll put the camera back on me, so you don't need to stare at a screen. But yeah, so morning routines are all over the place. And to be honest, there's a number of them that I've seen that kind of make me look at it and go, huh? What are they thinking? So really, I've got 5 little bullet points that I just kind of wanted to go over as far as my thoughts on morning routines. I even wrote them on a Post-it note. And a lot of it might be contrary to some of these things that these online experts who have YouTube authority, they philander and ponder, and I'm not even sure what the term is. But either way, I've got 5 points I want to go over. So the first of which is pretty simple. A part of every morning routine, Well, okay, I'm not even going to go into the first one yet. Morning routines are actually necessary. I would like to poo-poo the fact that you need a routine, but to be honest, we're humans, and humans are a big bundle of habits. And being a big bundle of habits, that means that we have to have consistency in our lives in order to stay sane. We are what we repeatedly do, which is a really bad take on the Will Durant quote that keeps getting misappropriated to Aristotle. Success is a habit kind of idea of it, and the morning routine is no different with that. I know myself. I have a certain number of things I do every morning. I get ready and I do my thing and I go out and I do it, and I do the same thing every morning in the same successive pattern, whether I have a day off or not, because it's just the way you start a day. It's just the way it is. So either way, here's my five main thoughts about morning routines. And the first part is you really need to set yourself up for success. Pick something, do it every morning. Me, I'm not human until after I take a shower, and I'm sure the people that I'm going to see throughout the day appreciate that I shower in the morning. Otherwise, I'm sure that funk ain't nice. It's a little sweaty here in Florida. Otherwise, if you can do something in the morning that starts your day off right, that gets you awake and alive and alert. So if you're a workout person, then work out in the morning. If you're someone who wants to get some work on a project done and write a couple pages worth of stuff in the morning, great. One of the ones that I really like is doing gratitude. When you start the day with gratitude, then you're going to have a positive outlook, and you're going to not get a chance to let that negativity seep in first thing. My wife can attest that I'm not very good at this, but I actually also like the idea of starting the day right by making the bed, so that you have at least accomplished one task that day, even though she knows full well that I don't really do that, because she does that. So yeah, that's my first thing, is just try to set yourself up for success. Start the day successful. Another thing that I'm not personally able to do, but is a great idea, is don't start by hitting the snooze button. Because you want to wake up and you want to get up, you set an alarm, you have a goal, and hitting the snooze button basically means you just failed your first goal. You can be like me and know that I'm going to hit the snooze button 3 times, and I have 5 minutes between alarms when I hit the snooze button. Therefore, I'm going to set the alarm for 15 minutes to half an hour before I actually need to wake up. So I've programmed acceptable failure into my goal. I guess I'm a slacker. But no, yeah, the idea is if you can actually pull it off, I haven't been very successful, but if you can pull it off, do not hit the snooze button and just get up and get your day started. So that's the first point. Set yourself up for success. My second point is don't introduce stress first thing, because when you go to your job or when you go to school or whatever you're doing throughout the day, there's going to be plenty of stress. You don't need to start the day in a stressful situation just for more to be added on top of you as soon as you get to doing whatever your task is for the day. You might have a boss that doesn't understand and keeps loading down work. You might have some situations that you have to deal with. You might have money problems you have to work your way through. You might have all these different things going on. Let them come on, but don't start the day with stress. Start the day in a relaxed way, and just try to be mellow. I love the idea of doing yoga in the morning. Again, it's another thing I'm not very successful at doing, but I love the idea of it. Goes back to that gratitude piece. If you can wake up and be gracious and have a moment, you're doing pretty good. Me personally, while I'm staying here in Florida for work, I'm only a few miles from the beach, and the sun rises. I'm on the east side. I'm on the east coast of Florida. The sun rises over the ocean, and it's very peaceful and not stressful at all. And when I get a chance to go witness sunrise, I'll get up, shower, do my coffee, get dressed for work, and go to the beach and be at the beach for about a half hour just staring at the sunrise until it's time for me to drive to work. So do not introduce stress in the morning. That's my second point. try to relax. Try to enjoy it. The third part is listen to your body. There's a lot of people that stay up way too late and get up really early because they're convinced that they have to wake up at 5 a.m. no matter what their nighttime habits are. Not everyone's going to be able to wake up at 5 a.m. That doesn't mean you're a failure. 5 a.m. is an arbitrary number. The people who get up at 5 a.m. are also going to sleep at about 7 p.m. What was it? It was Matt Diavella did a waking up at 5 a.m. for 30 days straight. That guy looked ragged halfway through, and he openly admitted that life happens. You can't wake up at 5 a.m. all the time. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the days he was super duper productive, but since when are we measuring our human value on productivity? Yeah, it's a great work performance, but it doesn't make you less of a person because you're not able to function at 5 in the morning. Listen to your body. If your body is a night owl and you're productive at night, then be productive at night and sleep till 10 a.m. If you are a morning productive person, then go to bed early and wake up early. There's all types of people that in this world, and this arbitrary 5 a.m. number is just kind of a little ridiculous in my opinion. So that's third. So first one, set yourself up for success. Second one, don't introduce stress. Third one, listen to your body. Third one's listen to your body. The fourth one is move around. And it's for two things. One, if you stay in bed, you're going to fall back to sleep, and then your day's shot. There's been times in college where I did not get up out of bed and I just stared at the ceiling, and before I knew it was 2 p.m. That was a long time ago. But no, move around, stand up. Like I said, I like to hop in the shower, get moving. If you're an exercise person, exercise in the morning is great. Get going, get doing it, move around, lift some weights, do your thing. Yoga, hey, once again, yoga. Something healthy for your body. Like I said, you don't need to do anything too stressful, but just get moving, and everything from there. So that's my fourth point, move around. And my fifth point and piece of suggestion here for this podcast on YouTube is, after you've gotten up and set yourself up for success, and you try not to introduce stress and stay stress-free in your morning routine, and you listen to your body and you get moving around, the fifth part is to go forth and be awesome. Your day has now begun. Time to go and live it. Don't worry about anything else. Just go forth and be awesome. So with that concludes this podcast on YouTube. I'm going to do my best not to edit at all and keep the entire content of my babbling and silly rants. And I hope you guys enjoy. Do me a favor, hit the like button if you like what you hear and see. I've got a few more of these in mind, so go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I do not have any sponsors. This is not sponsored, but in the future I might. If anyone's interested, please contact me. And on that note, peace, and go have a good morning routine. Thank you.